Aloha. This is lesson 274 from A Course in Miracles with Hope Johnson. Today belongs to love. Let me not fear. Father, today I would let all things be as you created them and give your Son the honor due his sinlessness, the love of brother to his brother and his friend. Through this I am redeemed. Through this, as well as the truth, will enter where illusions were. Light will replace all darkness, and your Son will know he is as you created him. A special blessing comes to us today from him who is our Father. Give this day to him, and there will be no fear today, because the day is given unto love. That concludes the text. Today belongs to love. Let me not fear. So this is an invitation to let this day be relinquished to love. Let no fear enter. Today is not an ordinary day. Let's just start out with that, because it belongs to love. Each of your days can be like this. No ordinary days. They belong to love. It's not measured by productivity, like how much you accomplished today or what outcomes you got, what deadlines you met. It's measured by presence. And why is it measured by presence? Because that's how you could feel the love. Don't worry, it's not a way of judging. If you weren't present, it's okay. You always get to try again. But you know what you want. This is your goal, to let the day belong to love. What would this day feel like? What would this instant feel like if you just let love have it? What if you let the whole day be for love from the beginning to the end, no matter what arises? That means letting things be as they are. It says in the text, I would let all things be as you created them. That's how they are. Kind of reminds me of that song, Let It Be. You're not here to correct anything. You're not here to correct reality. You're here to see truly. It's all for love. It's all love. Illusions are undone, not by forcing them to be undone. I hate that illusion. Why don't those people just stop fighting over there, for instance? It's by refusing to replace the truth with fear. Whatever you seem to see, it's a reflection of your state of mind. Let it be seen in love, whatever it is. Let it be seen in love now. Look, when you see people fighting, that's the past playing out. Your state of mind represents past thoughts. It's the past playing out. How would you look on it now? You can look on it with perfect love. It's not, for one thing, it's not really happening. It's only happening in your dream. You can't perceive anything that you didn't set out like that. You can't perceive anything that you didn't want to perceive. I know the ego wants to get pissed about this, but you're not an ego. You don't have to listen to that. How did I make those people fight over there, for instance? You don't need to listen to that. All you need to know is that you can see past it to the love that's underneath everything. Illusions will all be undone by your willingness to see the truth without fear. The illusions are nothing. They're not really there. Ask yourself, am I willing to stop resisting what's true? What's true in God? Am I willing to just stop resisting that? Sinlessness is honorable, and that's what we are. We're sinless. It says, give your son the honor due his sinlessness. When I perceive sin, I'm misperceiving. That's not really there. So I give honor because the son is sinless. You don't have to make yourself or others pure. You just stop seeing yourself and others as guilty. You don't have to get them to change their behavior. You just stop seeing it as guilty. This is the power of love. It sees the eternal, not what's passing. What's seeing the passing, the things that are passing in the world, that is not love. That's a way of looking that denies love. That's why it's a misperception. It's also been called a miscreation. It does not exist. God did not create conflict. Therefore, it doesn't exist. So we're practicing letting every encounter begin with this recognition. This is innocence. It says the love of brother to his brother and his friend. You know, your redemption comes through these relationships. It's willing to see that, you know, this too is the Son of God. This is sinless. And it comes through relationship. This isn't succumbing to something. I speak from experience when I speak about this. This is not about succumbing to, oh, well, your behavior is just an illusion, so I'm going to keep hanging out with you. No, it's not like that. You recognize the illusions and you look past them and you listen to the Holy Spirit how to move in joy. The Holy Spirit always speaks to you in joy. But you can't hear the Holy Spirit until you've given this gift of truth, this gift of sinlessness, which is really yours. You're actually reflecting on your own sinlessness. That cannot be. Your forgiveness of your brother for what they did not do actually allows you to express in power, in the peace of God and in power. It doesn't mean you stay in situations. You only stay long enough in situations to see how to extend the gift. You're actually tied to situations while you're trying to project something else, something other than sinlessness. Because the projections, they don't leave your mind. That's why you end up bound to certain situations and certain behaviors of other people, because you need to see their sinlessness. Once you see their sinlessness, that's when you're free to move on. So look, where am I withholding love today? It's not protecting you. You're trying to be protective of yourself with this, but it is not protecting you. It's actually tying you to people and situations that don't feel in your highest joy, in your highest alignment. When something doesn't feel in your highest alignment, that's where forgiveness is necessary. That's when you're free to move on. Truth will enter wherever the illusions were. It's not something you have to fight for. It's just revealed when the illusion is laid aside. Does it seem like something's unfair? Does it seem like something's unjust? Does it seem like you're playing out a guilty pattern? You need truth. You don't need anything but truth. This is love. This is sinlessness. It's not a war against fear. You're just being released into the light. Let these veils fall softly. It says a special blessing comes to us today. Again, this isn't a reward, it's remembering. This is not just going to be handed to us. Because in this dream, we've handed ourselves something completely different than a blessing, right? Well, we remember a special blessing comes to us today. We're already blessed. This is just a practice of becoming aware of it. This is a blessing that's uncovered in love. There's no fear when the gays too, when they're given to love. But there's no fear when the day is given to love. It says there will be no fear today. You know, fear and love cannot coexist. When you're handing the day over to love completely, fear just dissolves. Not because you vanquished it. It just lost any place to stand in your mind. There's a verse in the Bible that says, perfect love casts out all fear. Yeah, that's how it is. Today belongs to love. Let me not fear. That's the thought of the day. This day belongs to love, so we're not serving fear today. We're choosing to see all things exactly as they are, in perfect love, in perfect loveliness. Notice today that this day is not yours to be in control of. It's for letting love lead and giving it freely everywhere. Everywhere you see a need for it. That's being the light of the world. Everywhere you see a need for love, you just give it freely. And you receive it too. Giving is receiving. You receive exactly what you give. So when fear or control arise in this day, remember, today belongs to love. Let me not fear. Smile. Breathe. Soften. Listen again and again. In the evening, you might reflect, what moments did I allow love to be claimed? Where did I claim love? And where did I default into fear? Notice how you feel. Notice the contrast. Now look at those fearful places and see where you can offer them back to love without any shame for having defaulted to fear. There's no shame for that. That's the ego's game. You don't need that. It's time for love right now. That's why it's kind of cliche to say this now. There's only now. There's only now, 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 now. Because there's no time for shame. Claim it now. Love doesn't demand that the day is perfect. It just is asking you to give the day to love. Give it this moment right now. And have a beautiful remembrance. I love you.